this looks like Diddy Kong Racing.
I mean, there's kind of hideous-looking animals and same-looking carts, so yeah. Although this runs at a much better frame. Diddy Kong Racing, 25 FPS.
I mean, that's a Nintendo 64 game.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but Mario Kart 4 had much bigger tracks and ran at a solid... Maybe it was 30. I don't know. Somewhere between 30 and 60. It might be one of those weird 45 FPS cases. But I guess that's a sacrifice you have to make for 3D carts and animal and player characters instead of digitized sprites. Yeah. I mean, it looks fine, so I don't think it was really worth the trade-off. I'd rather have the better frame rate.
Wait, is this just deathmatch?
No, you gotta get the hat.
You ever play Mario Kart battle mode with shine sprites? It's that.
Oh, okay.
You get the hat and you want to wear it for, in this mode, 40 seconds. I wonder if this has a version of Battle Block Tower class. Or whatever it's called.
They should. I feel like all games should have that.
Yeah, even if it's not a kart racer, it should have it. Put it in Halo.
God, did I? Okay, do you remember that, like, game with, like, the game I kept meaning to do, like, another community night in? The jet ski animal Tony Hawk's skating game?
Yeah.
With custom kart creation that you could do a multiplayer, which I still think is fucking rad. I think the custom map I made in that was Battle Blocks or Battlefront or something.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I just don't remember the name of it. You should do that again. That was a fun game.
I mean, yeah. For one, yes, because that was fun, and two, I should actually go back and see how many people messed with that, because that's actual stats you can look at.
I wonder if people still play that game.
I'm sure there's some.
Not every game needs 200,000 concurrent users.
Yeah, that's something. Okay, no, you go first.
I want to have some life in the game.
Yeah. But with, like, how there's so many fucking video games, like, new stuff all the time. New stuff, indies, big releases, small releases, Kickstarter stuff.
It's an industry, and it's gotten big, and I'm fine with that. The stupid thing is that so many people insist on, you know, must be 40-hour plus or no buy, and it's like, dude, do you really need it to be? Like,
yeah, that's another cultural thing where it's just people want to get like the most value for their money, and sometimes that means they make stupid decisions.
Like, I can appreciate a long game. I've played freaking Xenoblade games and Persona games. I can appreciate a long game, but not every game needs to be that long. Metal Gear Rising is like, what, 6 hours if you know what you're doing at most? I'm gonna say even shorter than that, maybe more like 4 or 5. And that's still a great game. I'd rate that very highly.
The dumbest version of that is people getting pissy and like, oh no, I'm not. That game is only X file size. Like, I want to get like, yeah, like.
It's gotta be 100 gigabytes.
God, it's gotta be. I never heard that one. That's stupid as hell. Like, I have loaded games. I can't stand that shit. It's so dumb.
File sizes are ridiculous now.
Apparently, a lot of it is, since performance is a thing, a lot of it is the devs being lazy and instead of optimizing, just not compressing shit, so that doesn't have to do that step.
Yeah, they just figured it was like, yeah, people have the hard drive space first, so why not? Or why bother?
It's pure laziness. And I think part of it is also, the attitude might also be part of, well, no, I know for a fact that attitude is also part of why this currently just run like absolute ass. Haha, just by 4080 as minimum spec, haha. And then people dig into the files and it's like, it's not only, you know, poorly optimized, it's just like not optimized at all. like that game that basically got the dev studio killed and the CEO of Square Enix fired. I forget the name of it, but someone dug into the files in that, and like their 3D models have like upwards of 3,000 polys or something on them.
God.
And that's
Insane yeah.
apparently they basically look like they just ripped them right from the rendering software with no optimization, processing at all. Oh, you can charge the dynamite throw. I did not know that.
That's how I know that, like, in the future, there's not going to be... What's the right way to word this? Like, there's always going to be a market for just, like, low poly games. I mean, so, like, like, the tricks they do to, like, make stuff... to make stuff that, like, on paper looks like it would be shitty, but also just... but still looks nice. That's never going away.
It reminds me of... There's a quote from some famous film guy, I don't remember the name of it, and I don't remember the quote quite accurately, but basically the idea is the achievement of realism is the death of an art form, because, you know, if you can just look at it in reality, what's the point of... Oh, no, that's not right. But you know the quote I'm talking about.
I get enough, I get the gist of it. It's like this, like, okay, the new Thing movie. How they had, like, really good, like, real-life physical props and animatronics for the like the monsters and alien and stuff, and then some fucking producers always just like, but no, you gotta like make it CGI because that's what the kids want. And it's just like
what you expect. Yeah. Well, even more so with something like games where you get such diminishing returns for increased processing needs. Like, ray tracing looks really nice. It's a legitimately good, you know, real-time lighting technology, but the processing cost compared to older style, it was like, is it really worth it?
No.
And beyond that, we kind of saw with the 7th gen console gen is that when you start striving for realism as the goal, everything looks the fucking same.
I don't think I've seen a game that actually benefited off of ray tracing that much.
I think there's value in it. It's just people need to use it without being idiots about it. And right now it's a market. So we're a ways off.
It's just a gimmick, to be honest.
Yeah. Like, I could see value in, like, if you want to do a puzzle game, there's ideas there, I think, that it could benefit from. Because you don't have to just use it to simulate light. You can use it for a variety of interesting things. Algorithm is my understanding.
Right, after this one, I think I'll switch maps again, and then we can also probably use what little money we have to go buy a different animal besides the cat.
Cat.
Speaking of realism, didn't the Resident Evil 4 remake finally release?
Yeah.
Yes, just shoot a little bit of that yesterday, and I missed out on it. And I've been like, so I'm actually doing the thing where I almost never do, which is like watch a stream that's not live.
Is it any good?
It looks good. I think I didn't catch the entire stream because I was like, you know, this started. But like, so I think he said something about like how it's like a lot of people. What the fuck was I forget exactly what he said, but I think the gist of it is like for some people it's just not gonna it's gonna lose the charm, but it's still gonna be really good.
Okay, well.
It's still Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
At least there's that. I still don't totally understand why they felt they could do that. Whatever. They got a new engine, they want to play with it, I guess.
Alright, new map.
Kind of found the Dead Space remake kind of baffling too, because that was already a pretty good looking.
I remember I saw a post somewhere where it's like this year's releases or this year's hype releases are Counter-Strike, Resident Evil 4, Baldur's Gate, and a bunch of like other shit.
No, no, don't send me here. God, like, what's the point of the coins then?
Would you do it in customize? I don't know.
I'm in
Shop?
customize. I'm in customize. Okay, no, stop that. Shop. No, because shop just brings me to like, oh hey, do you want to buy some tickets with real life money? And then it's just like, hey, want to buy a shitload of coins? And it's just like over 100,000 coins. It's just like I don't even know what to buy with the coins.
I have no idea.
Watch a short ad. No, thank you.
How do you buy characters?
I don't know.
You can lock them with levels.
There's one you can
But you
unlock.
don't-
Okay, so going back to hat holder. This time we're going for a full minute. No teams. Max players. New level. Lava pit. Alright, that's the thing.
Yeah, it's crazy to me how most of the games that have come out, or at least ones that people are hyped for, are remakes, remasters, and now people are hyped for an engine update for CS:GO.
Is that actually real then? They're actually doing something to Counter-Strike?
Oh yeah, that's real. They showed off some footage on what's new.
From what I've heard, it sounds like it's been in the works for a while.
Yeah. It's like what Dota 2 did, where they updated their engine.
I still like.
Well, thinking about the games that came out recently, I mean, half of the stuff that came out last year is live service crap that's already dead, so...
Oh.
And I
You
mean,
can't use an item with the hat.
well, that's not what I had in mind. And then there's, I mean, basically the industry's creatively bankrupt for a while. How many Call of Duties and sports games have they have been released over the past 2 years?
How many years have passed?
Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna make something new, you might as well start with something that you know is good. And you jump off that. Huge.
It's kind of silly how every game wants to be live service these days.
I'm
like,
hoping
that's less-
kind of the way out.
That's less devs, and that has to be more producers and shit.
Yeah, that's marketing people.
Some guy in a like, okay, this is something I only heard about, but do you know that that Will Smith movie Wild West?
Yes.
Wild West, whatever.
With the
Okay, so
giant
it's just like the thing with the giant mechanical spider. Apparently, like the producer for that movie was pushing giant mechanical spider in like every fucking movie pitch he heard.
It's
Wow.
his.
Oh man, yeah, that sounds real cool. What about a big spider though?
The movie director version of the writer's barely disguised fetish. Like, I
Yeah,
can get
more or
down
less.
with giant
And
mechanical
then-
spiders, but it has no place in.
Like, it's just people who don't really give that much of a shit, just really pushing, hey, can we get, no, do this thing. But, they don't want to be told no.
Well,
Hey, we'll
limited
make
money-
a shitload of money if we just go all in on NFTs, and then when being told, I don't think so, it looks like that actually wouldn't work out too good, and then they just get mad.
Well, I think both the Square's new president and YouTube's new CEO or whatever are both words. What are the words I'm looking for? NFT hawkers.
NFTs really fell off, huh?
They were a scam, and everyone realized they were a scam about a year and a half after that emerged.
My position on the people who went all in on NFTs are pretty much my same opinion on people who went all in on crypto. Where, I can't, on some level, on a conceptual level, I can't fault them because you get a lot of people who were just like, oh man, my life sucks, but okay, what if this one get-rich-quick scheme will work out? And
people
for
who
some
played
people
lottery.
it actually did, but then a lot of people just no, we need to get more, we need to get grandma to invest all her retirement money in there, because they need to keep people buying in, otherwise they lose their value.
God.
Yeah, well, it's called a pyramid scheme, and
Yeah.
there's people out there that somehow still don't think pyramids are. Somehow think pyramid schemes aren't scam, and I don't know how. But I guess it just scratches some kind of itch in the stupid monkey brain.
No, it's basically gambling if you look at it in one way.
Essentially, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, this year it's AI, I guess.
Yeah, people are all worked up about that. I still don't think it's
When you
gonna
hear
be
monkey, you can't help but
deal.
think. Like, when it comes to the fucking... Okay. For me, NFT stuff, like, the two big stupid things pop out to me. One of them was, like, some fucking Jimmy Kimmel thing where he and, like, Paris Hilton was just like, oh, look at our NFT. Oh, wow. Ooh, and, like, the audience is just, like, fucking stone dead silent. They think it's stupid, but, like, they can't go boo because I don't think they're allowed.
Or they just have the audience mic switched off. I'm
Or
pretty
that,
sure
yeah.
They could do that.
And the other stupid thing was, like, a fucking billboard I saw when we were in Vegas about, like, some guy with, like, oh, it's some PNG pixel man with, like, an eye patch or like, I don't know. It's like, oh man, yeah, somebody better buy this quick before, like, a certain football team does. If you laugh or boo, you get executed on live television. Oh man, people might actually watch late night talk shows then.
I'm compelled to wonder what the market for such shows are. I don't know.
Insomniacs.
As was Insomniac, I don't get it still. Oh, that.
Oh my god. The turd.
I survived the clusterfuck and then I almost fell off into the lava.
Just thinking back on that, you know, if it is for people that just, you know, have no impulse control, just stay up as long as there's stuff to see, I feel like the late night talk or comedy or whatever loses pretty damn hard to YouTube. Because you can find dumb shit to watch on there for years.
Maybe it's for like old people that don't give a shit about YouTube.
Can't figure out them dang computers.
Yeah, you can't turn it on in the middle of the night while you're laying in bed.
You're absolutely right.
You gotta have something you gotta turn the TV on whenever you get up at 2 a.m. in the morning to empty out your overloaded prostate bladder. You know what I'm getting
Get
at.
the prunes fermenting for the morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Speaking of late night TV, I had like a weird epiphany where it's like okay, there's, God, what's the right way to word this? Like okay, like late night community access, where it's like then you just get into really weird TV.
Hey, weird's at least interesting.
I remember there was I didn't watch it. I just know of it. Where like a local cop like had something where it's just like, oh look, I do stuff with Lego. Hello.
Everyone okay? What was that? It sounded like a very angry harmonica.
I thought that was a cell phone.
That was my phone.
Probably was. It still sounded like an angry harmonica.
But yeah, just something like, oh hey, yeah, I do stuff with Lego, and then
Oh.
and I remember seeing it like because they did community access stuff in school, or rather in like the high school building. I remember like seeing that guy with his like little Lego car.
Oh.
Apparently a lot of folks that do streaming and YouTube stuff now started out with like public access television, so...
I can absolutely see that. Like, in a way, we are like a weird late night community access show.
Yeah, it's just kind of a prototype version of that.
Yes, compared to like, say, I don't know what the fuck any of the huge streamers are. I don't pay attention to that shit. It's just like, yeah, fucking big Call of Duty man, the guy with like 10 million bajillion viewers and like a a whole thing going where he's got merch, versus us, which is just like, hey, let's just do dumb shit for fun.
I think the worst part is they don't really stream video games.
They stream their face.
Yeah.
There's a video game in the background.
Hot tub streams are a category.
Well, not even that. It's like there's like the just chatting category, and that gets like a fuckload of viewers for whatever reason.
Yeah, that I can't say. I assume it's very. The reason those are successful or work at all is probably very sad.
Maybe. There's also the bit where, I guess the best way to word it is... I'm not going to outright say parasocial relationship, because not everybody is desperately trying to feed off of people's loneliness. But there is some of that. But then there's also just, like, some people are just charismatic and, like, work on really weird, interesting shit.
Parasocial relationships aren't necessarily, like, lonely people in an unfortunate situation. It's more... kind of watching person do thing triggers the social part of the monkey.
True. That's that's part of it.
That's what it is. That's more what the parasocial. It gets weird when people actually get like stalkery and think, these talking heads.
This streamer's my
I heard about
friend.
today on the radio, just like some celebrity singer, actress, I don't know, some weirdo just showed up to her house. It's just like, hey, I'm proposing.
Yep, that
God.
happens. It's always happened, but it's just more prominent now with accessibility of various folk in entertainment industry being, higher because there's more of them.
It's just saying.
Yeah, the fact that we're kind of wired to be social creatures does mean that stuff like that is kind of inherently reinforced.
These people aren't trying to kill presidents, they're just normally stalking presidents. Like, I don't know. It sounds like I can't comment on that without getting talked at by the CIA/FBI, so I will just let that comment sit then.
I think, wasn't the guy that tried to kill Reagan, like, up for parole recently? Thinking of that?
I think I remember hearing him being mentioned.
I'd go off on a tangent about wacky presidential assassination attempts, but I think that would be an unwise conversation to have on live stream.
I'm pretty sure the CIA is already watching you.
Yeah, I'm a psychologist. We're pretty shady folks, right?
Oh shit! Cross counter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck you, I go out on my own terms. I will say it is weird, since I work in since I work in schools, when I ask people like, hey, students like, hey, what do you want to do after high school, like professionally? And they just, every so often I get one that wants to be a streamer, and I'm like, you can do that, but like it's only like the top 0.5% or something that actually make doing that.
Yeah, like what's fucked up? What's really fucked up is like the stats came out, or some stats from inside Twitch popped out talking about like, okay, here's what the so-and-so percentage of Twitch people get, and it's just like, oh hey, yeah, and like the fact that we have like a little community, I don't know exactly how many actually show up for the stream and how many people just fart around in Discord and stuff, we're actually like really fucking up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that just try it, and it's like they occasionally get 1 or 2 people. That was a close one.
Yeah.
And that's fucked up to think about for me. Just the idea that it's just like, okay, yeah, but like when I play High Fleet and like some guy shows up, it's just like, hey, this is neat. Cool. Do this, do that. Hey, build more airplanes. And like, that's a fun little interaction for me to have. But then like, just, you don't want to think about how like, somehow that's me. Do you know that one picture of that guy who's just like stepping over like 3 steps while climbing up the stairs in one go?
Sure.
Yeah.
And like somehow that's us just by having one guy come in and talk to us.
Really?
Well, I think part of it is the algorithm. Since we have our own like peripheral community separate from Twitch. There's consistent people in there, so we're higher up on the list, recommended stuff on Twitch. So that's part of it, I think. And
So
then
what
there's
I'm
nothing-
hearing is we're gaming the system and winning.
We have actual grassroots support. A term that has lost much meaning, but that's actually, yeah. I mean, we gathered a bunch of people. God, I don't even want to think about how long ago all this shit started. It makes me feel older than I already do working with the high schoolers. But started this years ago. So, and we've kind of had people from different groups, different sites move in and out. And yeah. Whereas Twitch, you have the Twitch community and maybe some traffic from YouTube. It probably helps that we kind of started with being associated with, you know, conversation boards where people talk about stuff actively rather than just passively watch.
That's pretty wild that we're kind of somewhat up there. If people lower than us are just like people that don't get any views.
Well, I think a lot of those, a decent number, how to structure that. I think part of that statistic may also reflect the fact that a lot of people on Twitch are runners that aren't necessarily trying even to get views. They just like it records for them.
Yeah.
And it archives it somewhere that's accessible. And I know speedrunners aren't probably like a huge number of people, but they're very, 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 very active. So that statistic, I wonder if it's like per stream or per account. I wonder how they're measuring it out. Go away, pause. Go away, pause menu. God
Okay.
damn it. Couldn't see.
Also, isn't our view count like really skewed because the embed just doesn't count people?
Yeah. It's fucked up. Like,
Yeah, they really
I
like
would-
someone heading.
I would look at like people in like I forget the exact like how there's just so many numbers you can see people watching on the stream, and then you just look at Chachango and it's just like
Yeah. They really want embedding to die, or at least at one point they did, and then they never fixed it after they gave up on that. I don't know. Because Twitch is run by idiots or something.
Twitch is just weird because
Probably
like
because,
okay, this might only really pertain to me because I see it, but like some stuff like oh hey I'm gonna go look over like the last multiplayer thing we did because it was kind of funny, so I can make a highlight out of that, and then I see it's just like how many people watched it, like just the raw VOD like over 50 people, and I'm going it's just like that doesn't feel right.
there may be some like bots scanning for content. I honestly have no idea. I just why wouldn't I have no idea. I have no idea.
Oh god damn it.
And the fact it doesn't even really count everyone. It's weird.
On some level, I would not be surprised if there's some executive just like who wants like the software that like measures who watches what to be broken, because then they might be able to scan the system and get people not have to pay out as much.
Oh, they're already doing that by just not paying out as much.
Didn't they cut a lot of staff recently?
Yeah, they cut a lot of staff because revenue problems, and then because they said revenue is a problem, and then they also said, by the way, we're now switching to 50-50 cut, take it or leave it because revenue problem on the largest streaming platform on the internet. So, failing upward once again.
New map after this one, I think.
Alright.
There's actually a decent amount of maps.
cannot believe I made. Yeah. Ah,
Fuck.
those spikes are crazy.
Yeah.
Almost fell to my death immediately.
Well, that was my bad.
I don't wish there was a rear view mirror button.
Too many buttons. Small indie company.
Yeah,
Please understand.
it's forward, backwards, and weapon. That's it. Oh, I guess there's
I mean,
also
it's-
left, right.
I mean, it's not like a lot of other kart games have that. I just wanted to see how many people are chasing me.
I should have expected it.
Ah.
No!
Ah!
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Fuck!
Wait! Give it away!
I don't like how reversing works in the game. It's very disorienting. God damn it. I should have gotten. But it doesn't invert your steering when you go back.
Alright, new map. Full minute, same rules as before. Huh, there's a whole bunch of maps called Sky Arena. Like, what pinball? Let's see that. Okay, here is the new... No, that is... Huh, I guess that's meant to be slapped into Discord. At least that makes it easy. Just waiting for... There we go.
That's vaguely pinball like.
That's pretty pinball.
Too many flippers. Oh. those are bigger hitboxes than you realize. Thought you pretty much had to touch him with the cart.
It can be, yeah, it can be kind of funky. No, why did I think that would work?
Oh my god.
Ah,
I shouldn't have as soon as I heard the shot.
get down.
Not who I wanted to hit.
Get that cannon away from me.
I guess there's actually an advantage of the cannon here. You can shoot over all these little barriers. No.
That's how that works, game.
Holy shit.
Mad Max drive-by.
Oh shit. Oh.
Yep, that's what I wanted.
Oh, you can hold down the cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep, make it shoot farther.
all right.
Ah!
Oh.
Ah,
Ah!
Oh. Oh no.
no. I didn't even see that with the background color. Couldn't tell who had the star or whatever that.
That's the spike ball, whatever.
Oh,
I can get
okay.
around.
I had that one too. So I
Wait,
guess.
did we kill each other?
Yeah, I think so.
I got out the crab bucket just in time.
How much money do you think the dev for this has made?
At least $30.
I'm torn between somebody like putting effort in and making a thing and wanting them to succeed because of that, and then it's just like not liking like how price things like this go.
I mean, it has a phone version, so it knows the market. Why did the dynamite not go off? You ran right by it.
I think I was just outside of its range.
I got a few people with that.
Do the mines crash them instantly?
I think it's
Yeah,
a
I
lot of
think so.
damage.
I also couldn't tell those are mine mines or someone else's mines.
For yours, they're green. If they're the enemies, they're red.
Oh.
Yeah. Crab bucket.
Damn it.
Damn. Oh, one of us is gonna get you.
Oh no!
Running, and then I just start hearing like three layered over each other, and it's like, oh shit. Hang on.
Oh fuck.
I'm back.
Damn it.
Okay, so there's a bunch that are in the Sky Arena, so I think after this one I'll switch to another version of that, just to see what there is.
Yeah, it's odd that have a bunch of naps same name.
Is this mostly just combat or is there actual racing?
I don't think there's any racing at all.
There's no racing yet. There's Capture the Flag, there's Gem Collector, there's this, and there's also just like a free-for-all.
Oh. I guess the physics are kind of janky for actual racing.
Yeah, you turn way too sharply. Oh, well I drove right into that.
Oh my god.
I feel like the angles on this map make aiming really challenging.
I can see how that would definitely make a difference, yeah.
Oh, I was already committed to the turn when those came out.
keep thinking this runs off Mario Kart rules, and it should be possible to ram somebody, but no.
Oh, that was a good shot. Mario Kart also has a thing where if you hold the forward and reverse buttons at the same time, you just spin in place. This doesn't have that. If you hold them both at the same time, you just can't turn.
Huh, you're right. I never knew about, like, the spinning in place thing.
Yeah, I think it's... I'm not sure if it's only in battle mode, but it's definitely a thing for that.
I suppose
Alright,
in
yeah,
every
I'm gonna-
Mario game or Mario Kart game.
Gonna switch maps.
Oh! It didn't kick us when you did that.
Not yet.
Oh, wait, no, I didn't realize that this one already had the Sky Arena prefix.
Try drop for it. Drop zone. Whatever. Alright, here's the new thing.
This looks extremely similar.
Yeah, that's part of why I kind of hesitated, but there might be stuff, and if there isn't, we can just move on to the next thing.
Well, it does appear to have a big old hole in the center.
Yeah, and there's no, doesn't look like there's no guardrail.
Oh, yeah. That would be a big difference, considering how many times I ran into that thing.
It's tighter, too.
So there is a difference.
You can make the jump.
No!
For that,
Okay.
You need to be at full speed.
yeah. Well, it also doesn't help when somebody,
Bumps you, yeah.
yeah, bumps you, jumps on top of your head.
Map feels smaller.
It is
Oh,
definitely
yeah, it
smaller.
was definitely smaller. This is Crab Bucket Central.
No room
The
to
battle
escape.
mode should be.
Oh,
You tried.
yeah.
It was a valiant attempt.
Through the hole!
Okay, so you need to really be at like max speed for a bit to make that.
Threw that dynamite over the edge.
Go ahead. Go get it.
He's the only one left.
With a minigun prior to his target is really fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh hey, pick the guy with the hat. No. No, that's too easy.
That makes too much sense. We can't have that here.
Yeah.
Where's the fun in the gun you shoot actually shooting where you're pointing it? No.
Something
Oh,
funny
good.
about how you keep shooting even as you fall to your death. With that fucking crazy grin your animal has on its face. I'll take you with me.
No fear, head empty.
Only kill.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, you bumped me all the way up on the platform. Damn it, the rack of reverse turning makes hell throwing me off.
Pushing somebody's cart off after they've already died feels like insult to injury.
No, wired reverse control like this.
Yeah, I hate it.
What am I doing?
Yeah, it strikes me as odd.
Ah. Yeah, this would definitely benefit from a look behind you button. Oh.
Ah.
Damn it.
Ah. I think I hit that at a bad angle.
Oh.
Oh well. I should probably probably get ready to turn in.
All right.
All right, this is why I wanted to start earlier.
I got miles tomorrow. I think my first stop is like 45 minutes away.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Later.
You have a good one.
Have a good rest.
I think we can try another new map after this.
All right.
And another reason why I wanted to start earlier is because I know that Jess probably wants to continue RE4.
Shit.
And I kind of want to see that, so I don't want to go all the way to like midnight. I actually don't think there's enough video game in here to do that anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No.
I think we all blew up.
Yeah. Come back here, kid. Damn it.
Is that all one run for me?
Yes?
Maybe. Okay, new map. Let's see what the new stuff is.
Surprised my browser recognized my control.
There's like 3 more that are Sky Arena. Let's skip those and go to Slick and Slide.
I don't like that name.
It's the worst I can have.
Concerning.
There's the thing.
Actual.
Trying to get it to work with your controller, Monument.
No, I'm just trying to join.
Oh.
Really? Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
It was weird with mine because I have 2 X input controllers, but it recognizes one, but not the other.
Like my Switch controller, but that might just be because it's like a USB instead of like a Bluetooth.
Doesn't that usually need like Steam to make it play nice?
That's what I was using, yeah. So I guess that's part of why it's fucked.
Is this water park shit?
It's Slick and Slide.
Oh, hello, pause menu.
How's that happening?
I don't know, it just does it every so often. I assume I'm bumping something on the controller that's making, but I have no clue what that.
Oh, that's fucked up. You can jump off the diving board here and potentially get on one of the islands. Oh, we can still get hit.
Yeah, then I ran over mine, so we all blew up.
Good luck getting that. You just get on this side. This map looks like it's designed for like 8 players.
Yeah, this definitely looks like a higher player count. It's just kind of a weird one in general, though.
God, what was that game we played with was it jet skis?
Yeah. Trying to remember. My brain just keeps saying Sunset Overdrive, but I know that's wrong.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
I'll be sure to like look it up when the stream is no longer would no longer freak out when I clicked a different window.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Were you just trying to hide out on that island?
Yeah, but I decided not to. I think it wasn't for the fact that explosives have a blast radius, like you could just hide there like a dick.
I don't know if you'd be able to hide there 100% besides the explosions, but yeah, it wouldn't be that fun. Presumably the dev is still working on this, so that could be something he looks at.
I mean, got a dynamite thing that I can toss up there and chase him off. Sure, the nuke would work as well, so
Yeah.
I don't think it's that big a deal.
Well, it's just something you need to be prepared for.
Meta knowledge, yeah. Ah! Took a chance I shouldn't. Oh, Fulgia's over here.
Huh?
Well, wait, this is...
Not the angle.
There was an inactive player with the name Fulgia sitting over here, but the name wasn't rotating correctly, so I don't know what that was about.
Oh shit.
Ah.
Want to test something? Okay.
No.
Ah. For a second there, I was like, oh, hey, is this something, like, is this some hidden shit in the Diddy Kong music I have playing? But no, is this a soundboard?
What? What's it doing?
Okay, if you can't hear that, then something's up.
Huh?
I don't have the stream live. I don't want it echoing.
Okay. Something's fucked up. Never mind then. Okay, now we're just going straight into Donkey Kong. Okay, no, that was just some weird little bit in, like, the very hidden last part of the Diddy Kong racing soundtrack. Okay, after this one, we can switch over to something else.
Alright.
Oh shit. There's something I was wondering the other day. Does Diddy Kong Racing ever tell you about the let go of the acceleration to go faster on those,
No,
that thing?
I don't think it ever does.
It might be something that's said in the manual, but I don't recall it ever coming up in game.
Like, I don't know where, I don't know, like, I know I knew it when I played it way back when, so, like, I had to have learned it from somewhere, or figured it out somehow.
Yeah,
It's an utterly bizarre.
Yeah, I was wondering like if I just found out by trial and error, but like I don't know if the game mentions it or if the manual has it.
It's definitely not the most straightforward game in the world.
Cause like you needed to beat the what's his name?
Beat, like, the whiz pig at the end.
Yeah,
You
first
need to
whiz
fight,
pig.
second boss.
Don't think you really need it.
I seem to recall that run up the mountain being really dang tight in terms of.
Talking about the Triceratops?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I do know that there's a shortcut, but, like, it feels like you really need that shortcut or you're just fucked.
I know for the first whiz pig race, it's like you need it because there are some points where you just fall into the water if you don't.
Is it a mandatory? Is it a shortcut if it's mandatory?
For whiz pig?
I was thinking in general. If the shortcut is mandatory, is it really a shortcut?
Well, it's not a shortcut, it's just doing the boost trick to actually not fall in the water and die. But really, all the bosses in that game are fucking hardcore.
Did you shut down the map, or did I
Yeah,
just?
I have a new thing up.
Oh, I did.
What's this?
Smash Force.
Oh. This looks like a mini golf course.
Yeah, and I have to go off a jump to get the hat. Weird.
It feels like a lot of kart racer games do give off that like mini golf course vibe, don't they?
Well, yeah, I mean, they have both do stuff with like themed levels, and god damn it.
I forget, did we ever do mini golf for anything? Besides Sven, I guess.
We had
your
golf
friend.
yeah. We've had golf stuff. We could probably go back and go do that. Like, that's something I need to, like, ask people about. Like, oh, hey, what the fuck do you want to do next month? Because I have ideas, but I want to, like, have shit that people actually want to play.
Can't think of oh no, what's the word? I can't think of a word that begins with A to work with April. ARPG, I don't know. That's the best I can come up with. That's cheating.
Not really a theme, just...
Alliteration, that's the word. Alliteration.
Yeah. I don't really have it like a theme, any sort of theme in mind. Like, I know that, like, whenever that final update for, like, DBZ Fighters comes out that actually gives, like, rollback, I'm just gonna step back and, like, coolly do his thing, because I know he wants to do that.
Whenever that will be.
Possibly never.
It is a mystery. Wonder when they're finally gonna get EDF6 localized. That'll be another fun couple months.
God.
Oh.
But that came out like, I want to say 8 or so months ago in Japan. So
Oh, is it already out?
I thought it was. Could be wrong. But I think it came out like June or July or August 2022. I could totally be wrong. I was hoping to get out of the range of that.
God, EDF is gonna be its own thing when that finally gets over here. Will I finally decide to not play Ranger? We'll see.
Well, I have to wonder how they're rebalancing stuff. I think that's all the same classes, but they play pretty different in 5 from 4.1. So.
I can't remember. Did we ever do tabletop sim?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
we
was
did.
actually thinking about going back and just, hey, let's just have another Uno night.
Oh god.
No house rules.
No house
Do the
rules.
house rules. I get bored and glue my cards together.
Wait, you mean like official rules versus house rules?
House.
Well, What he says is he doesn't want the thing where if you draw a card and you don't get the thing that matches the card, you have to, like, he doesn't want you to just have to keep drawing cards until you get, like, say, a green or a red.
That's fun.
It went for 45 minutes. It only ended because I broke it.
Wow.
In my defense, it wasn't on purpose. I just curious what the group button can do. Apparently that glues things together.
Gee.
Remember messing with that to see if I could get, like, the tabletop D&D shit working in that so we can just use tabletop sim. It can be done, but, like, that's a lot of effort for...
I think you're better off using, like, fuck, what's that other program that people like using for D&D?
Roll20?
Yeah, Roll20 for that kind of stuff.
That's what we're using.
Yeah, I feel like you can do that with tabletop sim if you want, and it's probably really cool looking, but are the visuals?
It's just, it's really clunky compared to Roll20 or anything else.
I know, isn't it Magic, Crown of Solaster, or Crown of the Magister, whatever that's called, isn't that set up to, like, do custom campaign stuff? I mean, that's obviously a bit different. Couldn't it theoretically be done?
No, I mean, yes, it is set up to do, like, custom D&D shit, but, like, that's for, like, there's no setup to do, like, be both, like, the GM for, like, a group of players in that.
Okay, it's more like just the level editor then.
Yes.
Okay. That reminds me, I saw an article, or someone talking about an article that someone used that chat GPT thing as a DM for a D&D game, and one of the people down below are saying, yeah, the tabletop nerds have finally discovered video game. And yeah, that's more or less accurate. Oh, hey, Fulgia.
There's more to it than that. Like, the fact that, like, I mean, I don't necessarily agree and think that it's a good idea, but, like, the idea that the AI can just do whatever the fuck it wants instead of just, like, being stuck to, like, a rigid, okay, this will happen every time, where instead it just could be just, like, weird shit.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Even calling that thing an AI is pushing. It is.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's just fucking chatbot.
Yeah.
It's Tay-Sway again.
Yeah. The only difference is that it has learned to. They've got the network consistently spitting out coherent and on-topic sentences. But yeah, expose it to Twitter for a few minutes as it's sample based, and yeah, it'd become a neo-Nazi just like the Microsoft was.
I think they're better about regulating that kind of thing now.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's still just going to spit out information. The stuff it spits out when you give it prompts is going to be based on what you feed it to learn. It learns. So it's not generating anything original. It's just taking a sample and rearranging whatever.
Yeah,
like, there are people who think, like, okay, yeah, no, these are real AI, when no, it's just a chatbot.
Yeah, it doesn't really do much learning once the algorithm's been, put out there.
I think I remember reading somewhere that, like, Silicon Valley tech dudes are, like, they're really determined to, like, actually build Skynet and then act surprised when, like, it goes to kill them.
Well, not even that. Like, I know companies are like, yeah, we should definitely look into this chat GPT stuff to replace our employees.
They are free to do that and then crash and burn, because that's not a good idea. There are certain things you could automate. I'll even admit parts of my job could be automated, because frankly, a lot of my stuff is standardized tests. A bit of work, you can set up a computer program to deliver standardized tests. But there's absolutely no capacity for nuance in a fucking chatbot, so it's not gonna, like, do a good job of anything.
Hey, it can't steal your job. Your job is, like, Skynet proof.
A lot of my stuff is perfect. The degree is more about I can interpret the numbers and make sense of it, rather than being able to give the test. I could teach someone to give a standardized test of 20. The way they're set up, I mean, standardized test. You can put the same every time. You follow the goddamn manual. That's all there is to it. But yeah, I've heard people freaking out about like, oh, these neural networks are going to steal jobs from artists, or like maybe like concept artists at best, at most. Stuff like, oh, it'll make journalists obsolete. It's like,
Oh.
it could write a story, but you still need information to write the story, so no. Oh, I say that, but I read some fucking vapid article.
Oh.
I do know there have been some total weirdos that have fallen in love with the fucking thing.
Yeah, that's less. Oh man, it's so real, and more like that guy's just really lonely.
Or, maybe. The brain is not built around all this tech stuff. It is meant to forage for berry and climb in trees. What happened to you? Did you fall? Oh, you fell down on the landmine.
That just makes me think of that one guy who like got attacked by a bear and like kicked it in the chest and made it go away by screaming at it like a caveman.
I mean,
That does work.
yeah. Predators don't like when stuff fights back.
Yeah, because it thinks to itself, it's like, yeah, it might not be worth trying to kill this guy.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a predatory animal, a broken arm is death sentence. You
Yeah.
can't wait a month or so for that to heal before going home. Reptiles are a different story. Oh, okay, the cannon did not work there.
At least from what I'm told, like, if you encounter a bear, like, don't turn your back to it.
Yeah, if you run, it triggers the back on it, trigger the predatory thing.
Yeah.
If you lock eyes and make yourself look big and make noise, it's more on the lines of why would I want to go after this? Too much work.
Yeah, it's also like,
anyone who's had a house cat can tell you about don't turn your back on them.
yeah. And it's also like, if you try to run, like, man, good luck.
Yeah, it's got 4 legs and a lot of energy burn. We're built for cross-country jogs, not.
I was reading some fucking internet shit post about like feeling connected with your distant ancestors, and like some guy or I don't even know who, just like somebody said something about how like fuck all this other stuff, like the closest he's ever felt connected to like distant ancestors was just like slowly walking after a sheep, and the sheep kept looking back and just like, wait, no, this isn't how being chased is supposed to work.
I mean, fancy shiny bits aside, we've been doing pretty much the same thing for the past, what, 20,000 years or something? Oh, I guess we started building stuff about 5,000 years ago, but not as much has changed as people seem to.
I mean, we were just talking about AI for the past bit, so some things have changed.
Okay, yeah, but you can also find art. You can find old documents from like, I don't know, 200 AD, whining about. Oh no, it was.
Is this the copper bar guy?
No, I'm thinking of the. Well, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about there, but I'm thinking more in terms of like back when the printing press was made, people freaked out about that too. It's like anything that slightly changes. There's going to be some folks that freak out, but it's like, at the end of the day, what is it really changing? Well, you can give a very basic prompt and get information rather than having to open a book. That was not what I was aiming for. And look stuff up. Wow.
I mean, if it poses...
It's basically the equivalent of a digital choose-your-own-adventure book. with a lot of options.
With friends to status quo, people are not gonna like it.
I guess.
I also really like how I can just mention, oh, it's the copper bar guy, right? And then you knew who I was talking about.
Yes.
That's removed by how like thousands of years, and like now like because of just like some letters, he now has newfound fame.
I always think back to the Roman graffiti on Pompeii. It's like, yep, just shit post. That's all it is.
It's triggering my fireball.
Oh. Have we been fished by this game?
Huh?
What?
You thought you said it was something that's triggering your firewall monument.
No, somebody's triggering the fire button, so I dropped the crown.
Okay, I heard firewall. I had a fire alarm go off earlier this week. Apparently, this house, when the fire alarm runs out of starts running low on batteries, it just starts going off.
Oh yeah.
Instead of doing the beep, and they're all networked in this place. They must have been added recently. So when one goes off, they all go off. So I was up at 2 a.m. dragging out the ladder, finding which one is causing the issue. Because goddamn.
Yeah, they'll just keep complaining that there's like one of them is low on battery.
Yeah, and it's not like doing the little beep. It's full on going off.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, that's what was annoying, and they'd all go off.
Okay, from my experience, it's just like if one is low battery, then all of them just kind of like slowly beep, like every 2 seconds or so.
That's what the other one of this kind did, but this one decided, nah, fuck you. Going the extra mile, I guess.
All right, I'm gonna get a new map going because I want to see the new stuff. Also,
And the dumb thing is, it's powered off main power. So it doesn't technically need the 9 volts. I don't know why it's.
Disable adblock for extra XP.
Yeah.
let's go to Smash Island. Okay, here is the stuff.
Oh, I thought this was gonna be like the 4 words from Mario Kart.
There's it looks like that's the flavor it's got going on. I guess I'm gonna wait a little bit for Folgy to get in here. Where is? I mean, he was still there, right?
I think he's still in. Yeah, he's still there in chat. Oh.
I think yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's roll.
Oh. I thought that would bounce me.
What, the lava?
Yeah, I thought it bounced me like Mario.
Oh,
Huh?
right.
Oh. Damn it.
Almost.
I thought it ran out.
You almost had it. You got it like the last half second. Oh, yeah, you got hit at the last. This feels like another map that's designed for like 8 players.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Did you run into the mines or what happened?
I saw them. I saw the mines too late.
Ah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, something about these animal smiles are really unsettling.
I feel like that's on purpose.
Smile.
Get up here.
Like, this isn't trying to be cutesy, it's trying to be weird.
I guess.
Ah. Yeah, if anything, the characters kind of remind me of like the random plushies you find in the 90s. Kind of off-putting in appearance. I haven't seen stuff like that in a while, and again, I don't get out much.
We should exist one for.
Oh yeah. I mean, how Beanie Babies are still around, sure, so. If something ever made money at one time, it is not likely to go away.
Oh.
I mean, the idea of, like, doing some art style, ironically, is never gonna go away.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Not everything has to be some great original masterpiece. Ah. Damn.
And he goes like, nope, I'm just gonna target a guy without the hat.
Yeah, nothing I can do about it. You got closer.
There's probably some hidden setting that, like, the dev guy could probably just tweak behind the scenes to make it so stuff that Holmes would target at the hat first.
Maybe it's just like that by design.
You need to add another button. That toggle it.
Just reverse.
Kind of don't like how picky how precise the hitbox for the weapon pickups are.
I think it's okay.
You have to come into directly contact with. Usually there's a bit of leeway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other games for next month. Nothing is coming to mind off the top.
I'll have to like ask for some, and then like maybe put some stuff up for a vote. I have a couple ideas, but like it depends if people are interested.
Well, we haven't done Doom in a while.
True.
I can do some customs with that.
Yeah. I think I have to re-download GZ Doom though.
We used again. Wasn't GZ
think
Doom.
It wasn't?
I don't.
It had a Z
so.
in it. There's so many friggin' source ports.
Yeah, that's part of the reason it makes me like hesitate to do that again, because there's just a lot of moving parts involved in getting that to work.
Fair enough.
You can always just get one working installation and kind of just like bundle it for everyone else.
Yeah, you can just. I learned recently you can dump zip files through Discord. So if someone got it working, they could just mirror that to everyone.
Plus, there's the server hosting inside of it.
Oh, that I don't know about. There's always Divine Cybermancy.
God.
Never not a fun time.
There is a real-time strategy I've been thinking about that I know that we did in the past and is free, and I don't think... What?
That open source one. Like
Yeah.
the dev put up in chat or another rando joined, I forget.
Yeah, that. And that was pretty good.
Yeah.
So we could do that, but like, are people interested? And then it's just like, Age of Empires is pretty good. We could do that again, but then it's just like, we sort of just did that, and would people be interested?
Could do like maybe some of the Dawn of War games. Still looking at RTS stuff. I think those still work.
Yeah.
1 and 2 even has some co-op.
That's true.
I just don't know how people own.
I'm so glad they managed to get that shit off of Games for Windows Live.
Yeah. Man, why is it that every time Windows tries to like make a game client, it's a fucking mess? I feel like they've done this twice.
Uh-oh. I think it's generally that they just want their own platform, like Steam.
I don't think it's a good. I mean, if it's like Steam, maybe. But I'm just thinking like the reason that Microsoft kind of continues to do its thing over Apple beyond expense things is that Apple everything's a freaking walled garden with them. Microsoft very much is not like that with Windows. I feel like if they were to go that route, they'd lose a lot of interest.
Yeah.
I mean, not that they'd be replaced by Linux overnight or anything, but people start looking.
Linux is way too inaccessible right now for regular people.
I don't know enough about it to really say one way or the other. I know that it's one of those things that's around.
I know that like some of what Microsoft did was enough to make Valve go, okay, fuck it, we're gonna support Linux super hard just because of that.
Well, didn't their Steam Machine things they were trying to sell for a while? And heck, even the Steam Deck, they run a variant.
Steam OS, which is some kind of weird Linux thing.
Yeah, it's basically Linux.
After this one, I'm thinking we're gonna switch over to the last one, which is like something Speedway. Wait, no, this is Speedway. Like, there, you know what I mean? There's other shit.
How'd I do this? Oh!
I'm just trying to think about like easy to set up shooters or whatever co-op game.
Like, you did mention Quake, like, last week.
Oh yeah, that's true. The Quake port is on Steam. It's very good.
How does co-op?
What? Yeah, it has co-op.
Apparently it does.
Oh.
I think it has a horde mode even. so that's always a good.
That's something to think about, yeah.
We can do Mario Party again someday. I know a bunch of people have that.
Oh yeah,
True, yeah,
I do
but
have that.
I don't, like, that's a Switch game, and I do not have the means to stream that.
True, we'd need like Case or someone to hop in on. So new map.
Yes.
Okay. We need Case or Kula to hop in on that. I think they're the only ones with Switch capture card, with Switches and capture card. And there's Halo. Master Chief Collection's still there. They finally improved Halo 1 Anniversary, so it's less shit.
Beams off. Okay, new thing up. This map looks almost reasonable.
I finally realized what the cat character reminds me of. It's the I don't remember the name of it, but the one from the
Bubsy.
Simpsons. No, the one from the Simpsons
Oh.
has a similar.
Itchy.
Yeah.
Or either itchy or scratchy.
Yeah.
It's the big bug eyes, right?
Yeah, the big bug eyes and the similar agony face. At least that's how I interpret. Huh. I thought those needed time to arm. Okay, well this is the closest thing approximating a racetrack I've seen thus far.
Does indeed look like one.
Yeah, it's definitely set up to not be as fun. And yeah, that track is way too narrow for the way these carts handle.
Just there is the hint of like, oh hey, if we wanted to, this could be a kart racer. Ah!
Ah, damn it.
I think they would have to like really adjust the physics.
Yes. I mean, it's very clearly not set up with racing in mind. The carts are fairly slow.
Yeah, that too. Shit.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I thought that would have killed me.
I was kind of aiming for that, but got me first. I guess the damage drop-off is really severe of any AoE attack.
Must be.
A dead-on hit will probably kill you with anything, but
Ah! I'm trying to think if there's like any other like racing game, but
there's like both Sonic racings.
yeah.
But like the transformed one seems to be breaking down with like more every time we play it.
That's kind of part of the fun, though, isn't it? It's not quite the same ever since Miles moved and has internet that's, you know, functional. Oh, that could sound better. Ah, shit. Man, all the racing games are freaking dead. There's no Burnout, Need for Speed, Gotham. What happened to them?
No one got into the new Sonic racing because there was no like it was like a lot less characters, no cool transformations.
I wasn't even aware that one came out.
Sonic Team something. Sonic Team Race. Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
It was generally regarded as shit fun.
Oh.
I was thinking,
Nintendo
like-
is going all in on Mario Kart 8, the one that people don't want to buy another version of. So we're not playing that.
I think even beyond kart races, and just there used to be so many more of them.
Like a lot of stuff seems to be, God, what's the right way to word this? Like, what is that?
Vogia, I don't think anyone moved on to phone Mario Kart.
I mean, people are playing it if they're still funding it, but God, what is that? Like the super realistic like kart game? Well, not kart, but just regular racing game, where it's like it's in Mexico and like they always do the thing where it's just like, oh hey, look, with our new engine, you can see the individual like rain droplets on the car when you drive in the rain.
Oh, Forza.
Yeah, that.
I don't even think that has had a.
I thought they had a new game recently. Like not like
Yeah,
recently,
I'm
as in
pretty
like
sure
2
they
years
did.
ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't follow that garbage. It is
Like
not
I can
fun.
see why people would like it, but it just does not interest me.
I just don't get it. It's like, okay, emulating the real car physics is kind of cool, but what? You've got nothing to do with that. You put it in a sandbox, drive on road. Okay. Where is the sick jump?
I mean, there are sick jumps. It's just a lot of the like all I've ever seen of that is just people farting around. It's just like, okay, I made a car with 3 wheels and horrible stats. Let's fucking just go 1,000,000 miles an hour.
I mean, if the realistic ones, Beam and G looks the most interesting, but that's more of a that's a very different.
Yeah, the only way I know of that is just like those 2 guys farting around in that game, and it's just like they had a whole video series where like they somehow ended up with like lore and like some kind of narrative.
What?
I have no clue what you're talking about. I just know that you can actually wrap the car around a tree and get right in. That's definitely neat. But once again, I liked Burnout. I really, really, really like those games, but I haven't seen anything like that in a while.
By that you mean specifically a game based around crashing?
Well, I mean, it's not a kart racer, but it's not exactly a realistic. It's not a freaking simulator or anything like that. It's just a fun racing game.
No, but I mean like, wasn't there a Burnout that was like had a dedicated like crash?
Oh,
game
they all
system?
did that. Ever since Burnout, I want to say Revenge, they all did that, and it was cool. It also had like boost meters for tricks and other cars on the road and like obstacles on the road and stuff. But I like that. It gives it spice. Whereas otherwise, otherwise it's just fancy freaking NASCAR.
I just keep thinking back. I don't even know who was doing it at the time. All I know is like somebody streamed like some kind of fucking like Burnout game and just has like played the dedicated. Oh hey, get the biggest crash pile up you possibly can.
Yeah.
And, like everybody's just pissing themselves laughing because it's just so great.
Yeah, because it's a good game. Yeah, there were races, and there was also the crash mode where you could get weird stuff like mail truck or dump truck and stuff that was not good for racing, but very good for crashing into stuff. It was just a good game. It doesn't need to be super serious hardcore racing.
I always like it when people just play your game for something other than what you intended.
Well, no, that was very much in Burnout.
It was like that for one of those skateboard games where I think one of the
Skate 3.
Yes.
We were just buggy as all hell, but great because of it.
Yeah, the ragdoll physics.
Oh, but even just the collision with all kinds of fun.
I know there's like some kind of mode in Skate where it just specifically shows, hey, you ate shit. Here's all the bones that broke.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess we could do another Civ 5 night. Civ 4, whatever one that was.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That was weird and clunky and
Probably the Civ takes a while.
yeah, there's also that.
Yeah.
I mean, that did have its fun bits where it's just like, you know, trying to get your fucking everybody just like wrestling to try to get their religion going and just like shit posting names of like, oh hey, look, watch out! They founded Fortnite Island.
Fortnite is fucking crazy now. Like they have like game is so different from what I remember like pre.
I don't hear as much talk about it, so they must actually need to start trying to retain their player base.
Well, it's not even that. It's like like there's so much crossover material with just the various franchises.
Yeah, the one game where you can have the Terminator versus Rick Sanchez versus John Wick versus Thanos.
Yeah.
Something that I've heard is like Fortnite is basically just those Spider-Man, Elsa YouTube videos for kids, but just as a video game.
Yes, I would say so. Considering the ones I heard talk about the most were elementary schoolers.
I think the weirdest part is like just straight up have anime characters in it now. Shit.
I have this completely unfounded theory that eventually when they age out of being Fortnite players, they become CSGO players. It ticks off all the same boxes.
I don't know about that.
There's extremely angry fan base and gamble.
I think they'll just play like Stop Riot CS:GO clone.
Valorant?
Yeah, that one.
I don't know. I don't know dick about Valorant. All I know is that like you have people just being like who play it but are also really upset that they play it.
It's like Counter.
Yeah.
I'm like half a fighting.
Speaking of Counter-Strike, if my computer fucking runs the new version of it, we could try the new thing when it comes out.
There's a new thing?
Yeah, the engine
The
update.
Oh, I thought you meant they're adding like a game mode. I mean, yeah, I'd be down for Counter-Strike. I'm bad at it, but I'm not good at fighting games either. What exactly is the advantage of the new engine anyway?
There looks like they're doing a whole bunch of new, good stuff with like new smoke tech and I don't know. At least it's more obvious that they actually updated the engine rather than whatever the fuck they did in Dota. I remember it's just like, oh man, yeah, we updated the engine. We're Source 2 now, and I'm just like, does it look better? Does it load faster? Can you do new cool things that you couldn't do before? How is the game functionally different? And like, there's no answer. Oh, hey, you can look at your hats better now. It's like, no, fuck off.
I think it was like for the first year the performance was shittier, but then a year after the performance was much better on multi-core systems, or basically modern systems.
So it sounds more like future-proofing than an engine upgrade.
Yeah, pretty much.
With Counter-Strike, the big thing that always bothered me is the stupid bullet spray patterns that you shoot and the bullet does not go where you're aiming at all.
Yeah, that's by design. It's recoil.
I guess.
You can't play it like a Doom or like an arena Twitch shooter.
No, not at all. But actually, they added this thing where you can have the crosshair kind of reflect where the bullets would go for the recoil pattern. So it doesn't fix the issue, but you can only see where your bullets are hitting.
Would it be so hard to just have them spread out random based on RNG using an algorithm that more or less copies the kind of spread range?
Nope.
Like most games do? That always bothered me. Because I can handle random more than I can opaque an opaque pattern, you know?
Yeah. Something that's fucked up to me is how for like the big machine guns and that, like you can actually just sort of hold the trigger down, and then it's just like at that point it's just like you already know where like the crosshair's gonna go. So once you just learn, it's just like, okay, aim low or aim high, and then you can still just like you just get them every time if you like live long enough to like reach that point.
That is a strategy I've seen people use, like just straight up area denial, spray down a hallway.
Well, that's literally what that's built to do.
Yeah.
No, but what I mean is, it's just like the machine gun goes from completely random to like dead accurate. Because like eventually the recoil pattern just stops, and it's just like, okay, it is now pinpoint accurate. You just gotta like know where to like steer it now.
Yeah, see, that to me is like a really bad flaw. But yeah, I could do a CS:GO night. The most thing I remember most from that version is that the menu screen will burst your eardrum.
Oh yeah, turn that shit down.
CS:GO was like another game where I didn't. Hey, Kula. I was thinking about going for like a little while longer. By like a little while, I mean like a couple more rounds, and then we'll just be done because this is like the last map that we've.
Damn.
Sorry, I remember what you said. So it's just like I'm not going to midnight.
I am trying to think of any other game. It's just not coming to me today. I've had a long week.
Yeah, I'm feeling it too.
I went to sleep at like 5:30 yesterday. I just could not.
Do you mean like PM or AM?
PM.
Okay, good.
No, I wake up at 6:45, so that would be complicated.
Someone did show me a while back for some kind of Deus Ex co-op mod. I don't know how that works.
That's an interesting idea. Can't say I'm super in tune with the whole modding scene. There's just so much. I know there are people that managed import online multiplayer into Morrowind of all things. Just freaking mind-blowing.
If we're talking about like fucked up mods, I know there's like a System Shock mod that like somehow tries to incorporate BioShock Infinite.
What?
Huh.
That's just fucked up on a totally different way I was not expecting.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Did they stick a lighthouse in there?
I guess so.
God, I remember like people talking about how many video games count for like that criteria. There's always a man, there's always a city, there's always a lighthouse. And just like I like how Half-Life 2 qualifies, because if you consider the Citadel a lighthouse.
No, there's a literal lighthouse. New Odessa. In the road map.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Fuck. Oh, I'm still happy about that one time I tried to I just closed my eyes and mashed randomly and got the card thing done right.
Not exactly a challenging puzzle. I know they delayed it, but the System Shock 1 remake out next month, I think. Either April or May. So that looks neat. If you haven't played the demo, it's pretty good.
Yeah, this really is the year of remakes, huh?
Well, okay, if anything needs a remake, Shock 1 is a remake.
That's true. I know it's been coming for a while, but goddamn.
Yeah. Well, I think they had to stop and restart it. Development feature bloat got out of hand, so they had to stop, trim stuff back, re-examine what they were doing.
Yeah, that game really needed a remake. I played what I played / streamed was like basically almost original, but they still had like some stuff done to like make it so like mouse look worked.
Yeah,
So,
it looked
like,
pretty rough when you played it.
It's like it's like some fucking review says like you're playing an operating system, and it's just like, yeah, you're not wrong.
Well, I think the idea was to try and immerse. Well, thinking back, like the kind of prototype for that sort of game that existed at the time was like Ultima Underworld, which had that same sort of setup with all this shit around this actual screen where stuff was happening. So it wasn't necessary anymore because 3D graphics and better hardware and all that. But that's kind of what they had to work with as a base.
I like how there's an upgrade in that game that's just a rear view mirror. And you can get better versions of that, where like, it's like, the earliest version is just like, occasionally, it's like very low frames per second, just looking behind you, and then like a second, like the best upgrade is basically just a second pair of eyeballs.
I mean, yeah, there's some utility to having that kind of... It's... System Shock 1 is kind of a messy game, but it does a lot of stuff.
If it didn't, people wouldn't be talking about it all these years later. People wouldn't be interested in a remake of it.
Well, I think that's who came along and actually played like a game instead of an obtuse simulating thing. Oh, 2 has its own quirk. Funny to me to think that somehow, I think it's Thief 2 and... No, I think it's even just the original Thief and System Shock 2 are running in the same engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you can even see it in animations and stuff.
Yeah, they actually share a ton of assets. Back in their heyday, I don't remember the name of development studio, Looking Glass. They were freaking amazing. Oh, no. I only had 2 seconds left.
Yep.
Alright, saved it.
Alright, I'm thinking this might be my last one.
Alright.
Like... Wished I could keep going, but it's just like... Ugh. Tired.
Oh, right. Human Fall Flat. That has a bunch of custom content. We could go back to that.
True, we could go back to that, plus it's had like a bunch of regular-ass updates. So
Yeah.
there's stuff we could do. But yeah, I think I'll try to put stuff up for a vote, and then just... First I'll ask what people want, see if we can't get like any kind of cool suggestions, and then try to put that to a vote. Just use like a straw poll, and people can pick whatever the hell we want, and I'll try to go from that. What's your idea, Kula? Is it give up? Please don't say it's give up.
Gentlemen, it's a nuclear device.
Oh, Overcooked. We should do some more of that.
We could.
I don't think I played that.
Cooler, please.
Are you taking those Alex Jones supplemental pills to just make you more red? I cannot have any further opinions on this because, haha.
Man, this is kind of a tangent, but have you guys heard of that one stream where it's just the chat posts questions and then this dude uses AI to like generate lines from some random celebrity?
Seinfeld? No, okay, no.
Not the Seinfeld one, but like, wait, that's also like something that's been pretty popular.
Yeah,
That
AI.
one got shut down after it started dropping hard R's.
That feels like that's sort of like the end result of a lot of these things, where, oh man, we're gonna do this, and it's just gonna be free content forever, yeah! And then, okay, I guess I'm good for one more, because now I gotta talk about dumb shit. like, oh hey, yeah, we can do this, we don't need to pay for writers, this is great! And then eventually, like, it just goes into a weird tangent zone until the point where it's just like, okay, whoops, I guess the AI is super racist.
You know, like I said, it can only say what it's been learned, what it has. Working in education, what it's been taught to say, and yeah, it's a reflection of the internet. Internet filled with some interesting folk.
Yep.
Really gotta curate that stuff.
I think the craziest thing too, I think the guys that run the Seinfeld stream were like, yeah, this is the future of television or some shit.
Like, yeah, it was more like to them. It was more than just a shit post. It was like, yeah, this is gonna be the new thing.
Yeah, because they saw people were really liking it.
I mean, gonna buy into the hype.
Well, it's like they didn't see why people liked it. They just thought, yeah, people are entertained by the fucking AI, which is true to an extent.
What happened with the hat there?
Huh?
Someone else grabbed it and then it fell off him.
If you try to use the item button, it just pops off them.
Oh. Hit A, but.
Minigun, please.
It's gotta break a line of sight. Ah.
Okay, I'm convinced it's not distance based.
What is?
The minigun.
Oh. No, that was bullets.
I mean, like, it was targeting
Oh,
you, and then I'm pretty sure Fogia was like closer to me.
That, maybe it's a latent.
I don't know.
Okay, now I'm done. Let's see. First, let me get out of this. Okay, I've got over 1,000 gold burger. I cannot buy Dick with all these coins for some reason. No rewards are available.
It says
Because
something about.
hey, wait, hang on. Does that say you can? Oh, hey, you can watch an ad every 2 minutes.
Nice.
Classic phone game stuff.
Oh wait, okay, so now I can get. Nope, nope, can't do it. Can't do it. Dumb. But okay, whatever. Okay, turn that off. Now, let me get out of this. Minimize that, get back to this, turn that off. Okay, now what was that game with the jet skis and the multiplayer kart park creation? I can actually look that up now. Let me go find. I did a thing for that, so I can go find that. Oh, this might be a bit. Because when the fuck did I review that? Because that's where I'm trying to find it through.
Oh, like
Wave break. That's what it's called. And that is don't break on. Look, there it goes. Okay, yeah. Came out 2001. No, 2021, and still very positive. Now let's see. Steam Workshop. No, not that. Get the. Hang on. I want to find that thing. Wave break, workshop. Stuff I've posted. Block Fort 64. That's what I made. Okay.
Excellent.
Now, how many people actually enjoyed this? I can show me item stats. There it is. Since I made this, unique visitors 1,330.
Neat.
2018 subscribers, only 4 positive ratings.
But they're all positive.
$218 subscribers.
But alright, yeah, thank you for coming out. I am tired. I will see you guys next time. I don't know what the fuck that's gonna be. Wait, no, I know next week is Ben because it's the first of the month, and I already have some shit piled on for that. For the rest of the month, we'll find out. I'll see you guys next time. Good night.
No.
Yeah.
And stream's cut. So yeah, again, thanks for coming out, because there's always the horrifying fear of like, wait, what if no one else shows? Oh god. So it's always nice when other people pop in. So yeah, thanks. And now I'm going to go listen to music really loudly and probably pass out before Jess starts doing RE4. So later.
Have a good one.
Good night.